2 Paralipomenon, chapter 34. Josias was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 31 years in Jerusalem. Josias did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the ways of David his father, neither turning to the right hand nor to the left. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the ways of David his father. He declined not, neither to the right hand nor to the left. And in the 8th year of his reign, when he was yet a boy, he began to seek the God of his father David. And in the 12th year after he began to reign, he cleansed Judah and Jerusalem from the high places and the groves and the idols and the graven things. And they broke down before him the altars of Baalim, and demolished the idols that had been set upon them. And he cut down the groves and the graven things, and broke them in pieces, and strewed the fragments upon the graves of them that had sacrificed to them. And he burnt the bones of the priests on the altars of the idols, and he cleansed Judah and Jerusalem. And in the cities of Manasseh, and of Ephraim, and of Simeon, even to Naphtali, he demolished all. And when he had destroyed the altars and the groves, and had broken the idols in pieces, and had demolished all profane temples throughout all the land of Israel, he returned to Jerusalem. Now in the 18th year of his reign, when he had cleansed the land and the temple of the Lord, he sent Shaphan the son of Elsalias, and Josias the governor of the city, Joah the son of Joahaz the recorder, to repair the house of the Lord his God. And they came to Josias the high priest, and received of him the money which had been brought into the house of the Lord, and which the Levites and porters had gathered together from Manasseh and Ephraim and all the remnant of Israel, and from all Judah and Benjamin and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, which they delivered into the hands of them that were over the workmen in the house of the Lord, to repair the temple and mend all that was weak. But they gave it to the artificers and to the masons, to buy stones out of the quarries, and timber for the couplings of the building, and to rafter the houses which the kings of Judah had destroyed. And they did all faithfully. Now the overseers of the workmen were Jahath and Abdias of the sons of Merari, Zacharias and Mosallam of the sons of Keath, who hastened the work, all Levites skillful to play on instruments. But over them that carried burdens for divers uses were scribes, and masters of the number of the Levites, and porters. Now when they carried out the money that had been brought into the temple of the Lord, Josias the priest found the book of the law of the Lord by the hand of Moses. And he said to Shaphan the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Lord, and he delivered it to him. But he carried the book to the king, and told him, saying, Lo, all that thou hast committed to thy servants is accomplished. They have gathered together the silver that was found in the house of the Lord, and it is given to the overseers of the artificers and of the workmen for divers works. Moreover, Josias the priest gave me this book, and he read it before the king. And when he had heard the words of the law, he rent his garments. And he commanded Helcias, and Ahikam the son of Shaphan, and Abdon the son of Micah, and Shaphan the scribe, and Asaiah the king's servant, saying, Go and pray to the Lord for me, and for the remnant of Israel and Judah, concerning all the words of this book which is found. For the great wrath of the Lord hath fallen upon us, because our fathers have not kept the words of the Lord, to do all things that are written in this book. And Helcias and they that were sent with him by the king went to Olda the prophetess, the wife of Selam the son of Thekwath, the son of Hazra, keeper of the wardrobe, who dwelt in Jerusalem in the second part, and they spoke to her the words above mentioned. And she answered them, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, Tell the man that sent you to me, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evils upon this place, and upon the inhabitants thereof, and all the curses that are written in this book which they read before the king of Judah. Because they have forsaken me, and have sacrificed to strange gods, to provoke me to wrath with all the works of their hands. Therefore my wrath shall fail upon this place, and shall not be quenched. But as to the king of Judah, that sent you to beseech the Lord, thus shall you say to him, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, because thou hast heard the words of this book, and thy heart was softened, and thou hast humbled thyself in the sight of God for the things that are spoken against this place, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and reverencing my face, hast rent thy garments, and wept before me. I also have heard thee, saith the Lord.
For now I will gather thee to thy fathers, and thou shalt be brought to thy tomb in peace. And thy eyes shall not see all the evil that I will bring upon this place, and the inhabitants thereof. They therefore reported to the king all that she had said.
And he called together all the ancients of Judah and Jerusalem, and went up to the house of the Lord, and all the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the priests and the Levites, and all the people from the least to the greatest. And the king read in their hearing in the house of the Lord all the words of the book. And standing up in his tribunal, he made a covenant before the Lord to walk after him, and keep his commandments and testimonies and justifications with all his heart and with all his soul, and to do the things that were written in that book which he had read.
And he adjured all that were found in Jerusalem and Benjamin to do the same. And the inhabitants of Jerusalem did according to the covenant of the Lord, the God of their fathers.
And Josias took away all the abominations out of all the countries of the children of Israel, and made all that were left in Israel to serve the Lord their God. As long as he lived, they departed not from the Lord, the God of their fathers. From PrayLamp, peace be with you.